So yesterday I explained about Pralay quasi-ballistic missile. So there are different missiles which are categorized on the basis of their flight paths. Before moving forward to the video, please subscribe to my channel. So what is flight path? Once missile is fired, how it travels towards the target. That way of traveling is known as a flight path. So different types of missiles are mainly ballistic missiles and cruise missiles. So here it is a ballistic missile. What is this missile? Once this missile is fired from its launch site, it goes out of the atmosphere and then out of the atmosphere and then it change its path. Then again it enters the atmosphere and hits the target. So this forms the parabolic path. So for ballistic missile, it forms a parabolic path. So launched to a very high altitude, follows a fixed curve path, parabolic path. Its path cannot be changed once it is fired. So it falls on the target due to gravity. Once it enters the atmosphere from here, it directly hits the target. It goes outside the atmosphere as I explained. The path is predictable because the path is fixed, and these ballistic missiles are used for long range strikes. For examples, India have Agni series and Prithvi series of ballistic missiles, and then intercontinental ballistic missiles ICBM, and the range of the ballistic missile is 300 km to 12,000 plus kilometers. It directly hit into the another continent. So the next is cruise missiles. So cruise missiles, once they are fired from their launch site, it travels at a very low altitude. It flies like an aircraft. It travels at very low altitude. Then they are very accurate. They hit the target very accurately, and they can change the direction easily. As they are flying on low altitude, they can change the direction easily, and they are very difficult to find. They are slower than ballistic missiles. For example, BrahMos and Nirbhay. These are the cruise missiles. So the BrahMos missile was used in Operation Sindoor. Then comparison types of missiles. So this is ballistic missile, cruise missile, and quasi-ballistic missile. So flight path, fixed arc. This is the fixed arc of the ballistic missile. Then the cruise for cruise is aircraft-like. It flows aircraft-like. And then quasi-ballistic, it is maneuverable flight path. Means it can change mid-air its direction. Then altitude is very high for ballistic missile. For cruise, it's very low. For quasi-ballistic is medium. And the speed for ballistic missile is very high speed. For cruise missile is medium, and for quasi-ballistic is high. Maneuvering means ballistic missiles cannot maneuver. The path is fixed. For cruise missile, they can maneuver. They can change the path, and quasi-ballistic, yes, also they can change the path. Interception means when the radar finds the missile. So for ballistic missile, it is very easy to intercept. Then for cruise missile, it is difficult to intercept, and for quasi-ballistic, it is also very difficult to intercept. Then let's look at the difference between the flight path of ballistic, cruise, and quasi-ballistic missile. So here it is a launch site. When the missile is launched from the launch site, this is the quasi-ballistic missile. It flows at a very low altitude and hits the target. Then this is a cruise missile. When it is launched from the launch site, it is also flows at a very low altitude and it hit the target accurately. So this is the ballistic missile. Let's consider that this is the line of atmosphere. So this ballistic missile, once it is launched from its launch site, it goes outside the atmosphere. This is the outside of the atmosphere. Then it forms a parabolic arc. Then it again enter the atmosphere and hits the target. Suppose here it is a target, it hits the target successfully. So this is all about ballistic, cruise, and quasi-ballistic missile. Thank you, and follow for more such videos.